Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me get a mic check real quick. Give me a second. Sounds good. It's G Funk, OG of this HCP. The motherfucking black sheep is back. Well, at least for one night. I appreciate all you guys for being here. I really do. And yeah, I want to talk a little bit, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. And I've been trying to find time to talk boxing and make these short little videos, but it's been hard, man. Not gonna lie, it's been a lot of stuff going on. Kind of hard to, you know what I'm saying, get everything in one video. My boy A Rod, what's up, man? Off the ropes boxing, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Trolls will not be allowed in here. None of them. They're gone. That simple. Zero tolerance. All right. You come here to talk boxing, motherfucker. All right. I don't play bullshit. Okay. But I want to talk about these couple of fights, man. The two biggest fights of the year so far that look like they're about to happen. Inoue versus Donaire, the rematch, and of course Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. Great fight, man. Great fight. Both of these fights are good. I want to talk about Donaire first. Donaire and Inoue. I remember when we talked about this fight. We talked about this fight, and you know what I'm saying? I remember there was a lot of people that were acting like it was just a foregone conclusion with Inoue versus Donaire the first time. And look, I try to be the voice of reason. Okay. I was trying to tell people that, you know what? We're not thinking about it with a clear head. You know what I'm saying? I think that we're just overlooking Donaire. You dig what I'm saying? My boy Stefan, what's up, man? Glad to have you guys back here. Um, you know, back in the day when Donaire was in his prime, and there was talks of him against Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's back when I first started doing YouTube, man, 10 years ago. Actually, this year is going to be 11 years. I've been talking this boxing shit here on YouTube, all right? Unstoppable G Funk, all right? But back then, Donaire was, dynamic. He was athletic. He was, you know, good counter puncher. Still has power in that left hook, in that left hand. And but at the same time, back then he was a one-handed fighter, and that was how Rigondeaux took him apart. You know what I'm saying? He took away his one punch, which was the left hook, and then he had his way with him. Now, as time went on, Donaire took a couple of losses. He got knocked out by the Axeman, Nicholas Walters. Lost to Carl Frampton. But one thing that I noticed was that Donaire's right hand improved a lot. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing, man. I hear this a lot. This comes from a lot of people that say they don't even like me anymore, right? But these guys used to tell me all the time, hey, G-Funk, man, how do you see these things, man? You see things that a lot of people don't see when you make your predictions, And, I break down both fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? I look at the strengths, weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I look at both fighters, both of them. And that's how I come up with what I think is the best conclusion to the fight in a prediction. And I feel like that's a good formula. It's worked for me. And another key component to that is I'm not a fucking fanboy like a lot of people are. A lot of people pick fights based off emotion, based off favoritism, things like that. And that's why your predictions are all fucked up most of the time. So Dale, what's up, bro? And like I said, yeah, Donaire, he was losing fights. But like I said, I noticed he was adding little things here and there. And that's why I said, you know what? I looked at Inoue and I said, yes, this dude is a monster. He's a monster on offense. But when it comes to defense, he's just not as good as a lot of people think he is. You know what I'm saying? Haplo, what's good, bro? And when I mentioned that, people laughed at me. Like, come on, Donaire ain't gonna do shit. You know? Turns out Donaire did do some shit in this fight. He rocked him, he's winning rounds, broke his orbital bone, if I'm not mistaken. You know? I mean, he lost the fight. I'm not trying to say he won the fight. But I told people, I said, man, I'm telling you, Donaire is dangerous in this fight. He's dangerous. Don't overlook him. Because this guy anyway gets hit a lot. And it showed. So, am I in favor of this rematch? You goddamn right I am. Because that fight was close. Very good fight, close fight. And those are the type of fights that I don't mind seeing rematches. If a fight is fucking lopsided, like I don't want to see that shit again. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. And I've used this all the time where I've said, like, look, the GOAT, me and you was talking a little basketball earlier. If you and I was at the park and the haplotypes waiting on the sideline, we're already playing a game of 21, and I beat you 21 to like 5, right? Or you beat me the same score. Either way. And the loser's like, oh man, come on, let's run that back real quick, man. Come on, let's run that shit back. Like Haplo's gonna be like, man, fuck that. Like, I'm next in line here. You got destroyed, bro. Like, get out of here. You know? You wait. That's the way I look at it when it comes to fights, too. If a fight ain't close, guess what? I don't want to see it again. I want to see it again. But that fight was close, and it was a very entertaining fight. Haplotype says the monster is no Pernell Whitaker or even Rigo when it comes to defense. No, he's not. I mean, he's not like a stiff, He's not like one of these guys that just gets hit like way too much. But he does get hit. He is very hittable. Defense is not a strong point. It's just not. And look, Donaire has still looked good. He knocked out the French dude, O'Wally. He just knocked out this other guy. I can't remember the guy's name who just fought recently. Like he's been on a tear since that fight. Became a world champion again. He earned it. And I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. And I can't fucking wait, man. I scored that fight 7-5 for Usyk. I mean, I tell you this: if we could get undisputed first, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I mean, we know Eddie Hearn with his immediate rematches, but that's another video. But yeah, I just want to say, like, and I feel like, and the reason why I paired these two fights together, not just because they're getting ready to happen around the same time this year, but because I feel like a lot of that same thing is happening with this fight, with Valdez versus Stevenson. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking Valdez. I'm seeing it here on YouTube, guys making videos talking about this is going to be a classic beatdown on Valdez. Stevenson's going to dominate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing. And to be quite honest with you, I see this as a very close fight. I do. I feel like a lot of people are being, again, biased when they're saying these things towards a style. I'm not gonna lie, most of it comes from the race baiting channel, so obviously it's race driven for them. Some people are still upset because Valdez took the phentermine, so they're riding with Shakur. But again, I feel like that's just not a good way to predict a fight. You got to look at what these guys can do, what they bring to the table. I think a lot of people who are saying that Shakur is just going to dominate Valdez, they're not looking at Valdez with a clear head. That's just my opinion. And from what I've been hearing, that's my opinion. And I want to say this, another LDBC, another fucking new media narrative goes down because they were saying that Valdez was scared of Shakur. He's every time he hears his name, he's shaking in his boots. He's terrified, you know. I tell you guys all the time, fighters aren't scared to fight, man. This is their job. This is what they do. This is what they do. Ben Lee says he thinks that Oscar lost his last fight. Hey, look, I feel like that was a close fight. Could have went either way. So, I won't argue with you if you think Conceição won. But again, another narrative goes down, gets demolished. All right, and HCP, G-Funk has been the one telling you guys that fighters don't duck fights. They're not scared. All right. Other things get in the way. People just quite frankly don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth about boxing. And that's why they don't come here. That's why they don't come here. That's why they unsubscribe when I say certain things, all right? Because they don't want to hear the truth about the sport. And I'm telling you guys right now that Valdez versus Stevenson is a hell of a fight. And that's a fight that I've been wanting. It's a fight that both fighters have been wanting, okay? Trust me, I'm bringing receipts. Once this fight's official and I start collecting all the data, all right? I start looking at the film. I make my prediction video. I'm going to be pulling receipts. Valdez has never said he didn't want to fight Stevenson. Not once. Matter of fact, multiple times he said he wants that fight. Like, both of these guys, this is why I think this is such a good fight, because both of these guys are super competitive, in my opinion. Very competitive. I agree with that statement, Stefan. The sport is ruled by politics and ruined by it at the same time. Absolutely. But people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that, man. Valdez, what does it say? Valdez knows he's a stepping stone for Shakur. Why do you say that? You don't think that he's going into this fight thinking he can win? Is that what you're saying, Jesus? Like, I think that's crazy to think, bro. Like, look at the passion that Valdez fights with. We're talking about a guy, and I hate to spend all this time on Valdez because Shakur brings a lot to the table as well. But nobody's questioning anything about him because he's, for some reason, I don't know. Valdez never lost. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's been knocked down. He's gotten up. He's got one punch power in his hands. Every time I see him fight, he's knocking somebody down or hurting them. This guy's fought with a broken jaw and won fights. This dude's got tremendous heart. He's a competitor. He goes in there to win. He ain't going in there to lay down against Stevenson. Like, is that what you really think? Like, I think you're crazy to think that, man. And this is no disrespect to you, but again, look at the passion that both of these guys bring. Like, I know a lot of people made fun of Shakur because he cried at the Olympics. I see that as him being pissed off because he lost the gold medal match. And being the competitor that he is, yeah, it hurt him. Believe me, I've been there, man. I've competed. I know what it's like. A lot of guys who make fun of him, like they've never competed for shit in their life. They don't know what it's like. I see that as a good thing. Same thing with Valdez. When he knocked out Burchell, he cried after that fight. And cried after he knocked him out. After he's running around the ring, jumping, he cried. And you know why? Because people doubted him. He's like, man, my heroes, guys like Chavez, doubted me. They didn't think I was going to win. They said I was going to lose. My co-host, D-Style Boxing, was telling me for months and months that Shakur was going to, Valdez was going to get knocked the fuck out by Burchell, going to get destroyed, demolished. A lot of people were saying that. Valdez was hearing all that. He's like, okay, you guys doubt me? Okay. Okay. I'm going to prove you wrong. And that's what he said in the post-fight. He said, I love fooling. I love proving people wrong. And he said it in the post-fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of good comments here, guys. What's going on, D-Lo? Good to see you here, man. All these fanboys giving Valdez no shot only expose the weakness of their own psyche. These fighters are warriors, very strong men. Hey, yeah, exactly, man. Haplotypes are crying when you work that hard to achieve something and just miss it. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree 100%, man. Yeah, some people don't understand the passion. Right. I agree 100%, man. You see that in both of these guys. You see that same quality in Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. You see that in both of these guys. And that's why this fight is a great fight. I agree, Haplo, that Oliver McCall thing, that was about something else, though. But yeah, that was not the type of crying that I like. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to see a really, really good fight from both of these fights. All four of these guys, tremendous competitors. I mean, look at, again, Donaire came back after losing. He became a world champion again. He's ready to take on Inoue again. I think he's got a good shot. Same thing with Valdez and Stevenson. I think this is a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Damn right, D-Lo. Valdez versus Shakur is a damn good fight, in my opinion. I favor Shakur, but it's a big fight for a good reason. Exactly. And he said it himself in an interview. He said, hey, look, I would rather fight Oscar before Herring, but look, now he's got a belt. Valdez got a belt. And he said to himself, he said, look, it's a bigger fight now. That's exactly what it is. And I'm going to tell you right now, just like I told you guys, going into that Burchell fight, Valdez is dangerous, man. He's dangerous. I'm not going to give away everything that I see right now. I just want to talk about it. But he's dangerous going into that fight. Stevenson is going to have to be sharp as a tack. He's going to have to be sharp as a tack. Because the one thing that Valdez has that I don't think Shakur has been in there with is a guy who can literally knock you out with one punch. Valdez has shown that. He can hurt you. He can stop you with one shot. He literally changed the fight against Burchell when he hit him. I think it was in like the fourth round, I want to say. Berchelt wasn't the same. Yeah, he went 6 more rounds. I don't know how he did. That's a really a lot of strength from Berchelt, but he just wasn't the same after he got hurt early in that fight. Valdez can crack, man. He can crack. It's very dangerous in this fight. But yeah, I didn't want this to be too long, man. Want to get a few things off my chest. You know what I'm saying? The black sheep, the OG of HCP, an original. All right. Just wanted to come on and talk with you guys. I appreciate the support, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, man. I got 17 in here, man. Only 8 likes, man. Hit the like button for me before I close this thing out. Do that for me. I would appreciate it. One more announcement I want to make. There's a possibility I'm working on. I know this is not a boxing topic, but a friend of mine who I played basketball with back in our younger days, he wants to talk, wants to do maybe a debate on Jordan versus LeBron, who's the greater or who's the GOAT. Not quite sure which topic we'll do, but that's in the works. So I don't know if any of you guys that are here now are basketball fans. I know there's probably a few of my subscribers that are hoop fans. If you're interested in watching that, that might be coming up within the next couple weeks. So yeah, that should be pretty fun. But yeah, when these fights are official, prediction videos will be dropping, and I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, let's continue to push good boxing, man, and continue to support good boxing talk out there. Okay, let's separate ourselves from the trash that's out there. Okay, let's do that. Let's continue to support real boxing talk. Okay, where you can come have a difference of opinion and not get in your feelings. Okay, if you're one of those motherfuckers that gets in your feelings because you have a difference of opinion, there's the motherfucking door right there. Take a fucking walk, because I don't want you around. I got time for that bullshit, all right? A lot of you dudes pushing 40 or in your 40s still getting emotional over fighters and shit. Fuck out of here with that. I ain't got time for that shit. Grow the fuck up, okay? Be a man. See trolls like this? Out of here. They're gone. I'm not even gonna waste my time with them. You can't keep it boxing, you're out. I don't care if you disagree with me, but if you can't keep it boxing, you're out. You're gone. Don't got time for the shit, okay? But yeah, I had a little bit of free time right now. I wanted to come on and talk. I will be dropping my short videos here and there on other topics. But again, once these fights are official, predictions will be coming out. And I really appreciate for you guys to stop by, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And look, not sure when I'm gonna be back doing shows again. Who knows? But hopefully sometime this year. You know what I'm saying? Right, D-Lo. Getting mad with other adults because they don't share your opinion, that's some sucker shit. Exactly. And we're gonna stay sucker free around this motherfucker. All right? Straight up. Don't play that bullshit. But anyways, guys, I'm tired. Got a lot of shit going on. And I appreciate all you guys showing up. Say what's up. Listen to G Funk for a minute. Make sure you support the HCP network, all the channels on there. All right. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. I'm out. Have a good night.